Hey guys, so today I'm going to be showing you my Doctor Who autograph collection. This is really weird that I'm doing this week as well, because I spoke to Daniel of Daniel's autograph collection, and he was also planning a Doctor Who autograph video, which has probably gone up before mine. But if you haven't already checked his out, then please go ahead and check that out. It will be a little bit hard for me to do this because they're all in different folders, but I do have a small section in one of my folders for Doctor Who, so where's a better place to start? So the first Doctor Who autograph I own is ironically an autograph that Daniel of Daniel's autograph collection sold to me, and it is Arthur Deville, who plays Rory Williams. The second autograph is somebody I met a few years ago, and it is Ian McNeice, who played Winston Churchill. And I had a photo taken with him, and I sent this off to him, and he signed it. The next one we have you might recognise from Merlin. It is Richard Wilson. He played Dr. Constantine, or Constantine, in Doctor Who. The next one we have is Keely Hawes, who she played Miss Delphox. The next one we have is Tom Baker. Now this is one of two Doctor autographs I have. I only have two Doctors at the minute. Tom Baker played Doctor Who number 4, the 4th Doctor. Across the page we have another Tom Baker, because as well as being the Doctor, I also know him for being the narrator in one of my favourite video games, Sudeki. The next one we have is Alan Sugar. Now I didn't know this until much recently. I've had this Alan Sugar autograph for a while, but Alan Sugar actually played himself in an episode of Doctor Who. The next one we have is the second Doctor I own, and it is the 6th Doctor. I met Colin Baker. Sorry, it's Colin Baker, but he was such a wonderful man, and I went with my dad, and my dad actually helped Colin Baker set his table up with all his autographs and stuff, and we had a nice chat before anybody else, so I was the first person to speak to him that day, so that's my little Colin Baker story. And the last one in this particular folder is a Top Trumps card. You know I love my signed Top Trumps cards. I don't know why, but I do. Signed by John Sim, who played the Master, and in my personal opinion, he was the best Master. The next Doctor Who actor I have is, of course, Anthony Stewart Head. His autograph's there, his photo's there. This is a preprint. I will show you a genuine in a minute. And there's the genuine. Anthony Stewart Head played Lucas Finch. Is it Finch? / Brother Lassar in Doctor Who, in this school reunion episode. But it is interesting to note that Juliet Landau, who's just on this page here, has also done some Doctor Who audiobooks. And this is a Doctor Who only video, but if I was doing Torchwood as well, of course James Masters, who I have, would be included because he was Captain John Hart in Torchwood. But for now I'm just doing Doctor Who autographs. Next up we have Harry Lloyd, who played Jeremy Baines, but I of course know him better for playing Viserys Targaryen in Game of Thrones. Next we have Lucian Masmati, who I know best for playing Salador San in Game of Thrones, but he also played Guido in the Matt Smith adventure The Vampires of Venice. Now there have been a lot of Game of Thrones actors that have been involved with Doctor Who in some way. Some of them I just showed you. They're all the autographs I have. I have yet to show you David Bradley and Julian Glover, because most of their autographs are in my Harry Potter folder, which I'll get to in a moment. But like I said before, with James Masters, it's interesting to note that quite a few of the Game of Thrones autographs I have also been in Torchwood. So I may do a Torchwood video in the future, or a Sarah Jane Adventures video in the future, but this is purely for the main series of Doctor Who. Now we're on to my Harry Potter folder, and as you can imagine, there are a lot of Harry Potter and Doctor Who crossovers. The first one is John Hurt. Of course, he played the War Doctor. Next up, we have, of course, David Bradley, who has had a huge impact on Doctor Who, actually. He's done a lot of things in regards to Doctor Who. He's played Solomon in, I can't remember the name of the episode, but it's where the dinosaurs are on the spaceship, Matt Smith era. Maybe that is actually the name of the episode. He's played the first Doctor, but David Bradley has been in a lot of Doctor Who episodes, playing various characters. And of course, this is a photo of him as Argus Filch, on top of him being from Game of Thrones as well. So he's in quite a few of my favourite fandoms. Next up, we have Julian Glover, who has been in 2 episodes of Doctor Who, I believe. There's one autograph that I have from him, another autograph of him, of course, playing Aragog, and another autograph here on a Game of Thrones poster. Next up is, of course, Simon Fisher-Becker. He played Dorian Moldova in Doctor Who, and I have 3 for him. They're all Harry Potter. That one, and that one. Then we have Terence Baylor, who is unfortunately no longer with us. He played Yendon in The Ark, and Dr. Barrington in the War Games. Next up, sorry you can't see that very well, we have Ellie Darcy Alden, who played Franny Francesca Latimer in the episode The Snowman. Then we have Jim McManus, who played an ophthalmologist in some of the classic episodes of Doctor Who. I would also like to mention that I am trying to show you all of the classic and new Who Doctor Who actors. I hope I don't miss any out. Then we have Zoe Wanamaker, who played Cassandra. Then we have 2 autographs here from Mark Williams, who played Brian Williams in Doctor Who, Rory's father. Then we have 2 Helen McCrory autographs here. I can't remember the name of the character she played, but she was the leader of the vampire aliens in the Matt Smith episode, The Vampires of Venice. Then we have Toby Jones, who played the Dream Lord. We then have Michael Gambon. Again, I'm very sorry, I can't remember the name of the character he played, but he was in the Christmas special episode with Katherine Jenkins. We have Roger Lloyd Pack, who played John Lumick, the creator of the Cybermen. Right next to him, we have Bill Nighy, who, again, I can't remember the name of the character he played, but he was in the Matt Smith episode regarding Vincent van Gogh. Of course, we then have Warwick Davis, who's been in a lot of my favourite fandoms. For Doctor Who, he played Porridge. I have this autograph, and I also have his signed autobiography. So I believe that's all the Harry Potter and Doctor Who crossover autographs I have. I know there's been a lot of other actors that have been in Harry Potter and Doctor Who, but I don't have their autograph. At least I hope I've got everyone, because this is really difficult to do. The final Doctor Who autographs I have to show you, or at least I hope so, are Doctor Who and EastEnders crossovers. So the first one I have to show you is Don Gillet/Gillet. I've been told I say that wrong. I, again, can't remember the name of his character in Doctor Who, but he is Donna Noble's fiancé / well, not technically husband, in the Rachnos episode, which was Catherine Tate's first episode, I believe. We then have Bonnie Langford, who of course played Mel Bush, a companion alongside Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy. So I have this picture and I also have this signed CD. Then we have Tony Cornter, sorry if I've said that wrong, who has appeared in various episodes of Classic Who. Next up we have Nina Toussaint White. The autograph is on the back of this, I believe. There we go. Now, I didn't discover this until my research just now, actually, but she played Mel's, the pre-regenerated version of River Song. Next, we have, of course, Annette Badland. I cannot remember the name of the character she played, but she played a Slitheen. Apologies if you can hear my dog barking, but next we have Michelle Ryan, who played Lady Christina de Souza in Doctor Who. Next up, we have Davude. I cannot pronounce his name, sorry. He played, I think his name was Jim, in the episode Let's Kill Hitler. Next, we have Nina Wadia, who played, I think, Dr. Ramsden in The 11th Hour. Next we have June Brown, who played Lady Eleanor in the classic Who episode The Time Warrior. Next we have Cheryl Ferguson, who played Mrs. Lloyd in The Empty Child and The Doctor Dances, and The Empty Child still scares the heck out of me to this day. Next we have Araji James. I cannot remember the name of this character, but he appeared in Army of Ghosts and Doomsday. Then we have Rudolph Walker, who played Harper in The War Games. I have 2 for him. Then we have, of course, Jo Joyner, who played Linda Moss in Bad Wolf and The Parting of the Ways. I have 2 autographs of Jo Joyner on pretty much the same cast card, but the name has changed, so I'll only show you this one. In my opinion, Jo Joyner would have made a fantastic companion. Then we have Lindsay Coulson, who played Val in one of my all-time favourite Doctor Who episodes. I have 2 for her here. Midnight. I absolutely love that. Then we have Neil McDermott, who played Jed in The Next Doctor. Then we have Derek Martin. I have 2 of these. I can't remember his character name, but he was in the classic episode Image of the Fendall. And I think that's everybody. It's probably not. I've probably missed quite a few out. But this was so hard for me to do. This has actually took me about an hour to sort all this out and film it, because obviously for Harry Potter it's really easy because they're all in the same folder. But for Doctor Who, they're all scattered about, and there's no indication to show that they've been in Doctor Who, so I had to do a lot of research to remember everybody. But I hope I got everybody anyway, and I hope this video hasn't run for too long. So thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know if you have any suggestions for future videos, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!